Back. Welcome on back here this Wednesday afternoon, top of the month, perhaps still this November 1st. Great to see all of our students and members alike. Andrea, my opponent here this afternoon, but looks like so far I'm edging him out here at the SPY, moving back on up at least. So great to see Andrea with us still, though. Hey, Andrea, we're opponents today, but always my good friend. Great to see John, Brad, and Roger joining us from before, and a few more of us just joining us on now. Again, inside our live trading room or otherwise back on social media, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, the works, at Cyber Trading U. Make sure that you're followed and subscribed right there. I got to talk fast here, folks, not just because you folks have class this afternoon. Normally, I'd say with Fausto with the Phase 3 stock course class. I got the hot tag here just earlier this morning. So I'll be teaching the Phase 3 class myself, trading live in front of you folks. Just you have the chance to shadow myself. I'm not going to be doing as much options, to be honest with you here. I'm going to be focused on stocks and the ones that are on our watch list here so far heading into the close. I think one little actual producer's note here to begin. Yeah, this stupid thing didn't load back up. One moment here, folks. Give me a quick sec. I'm going to do a quick copy pasta here and should look to get the losers list working. Uh-oh, it's still not working. Well, might not be a need for a losers list with the way the markets are pushing up right now. I do have Benzinga Pro, our news service here. So we'll look to, our scanning service and our news service collectively. We love Benzinga. And, so far right now, I just had the link to the press conference. So a little afternoon competition right now, 2:30. You got Jerome Powell, same time as me, two yapping heads at the same time. So what do we got? Powell says we remain squarely focused on dual mandate, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to read all that. So again, we have class coming up at 3:05 Eastern time here. So with that in mind, let me actually just go right to my scanner. We'll look to use just the CTU scanner here that I normally just kind of use on my own to trade with there. So basically the same thing as the gainers and losers list. I'll just use this for the loser side, though. Let's just run it right from top to bottom here otherwise, and maybe we'll check on the gainer side here too to wrap up. But TGTX, nice little pop from earlier this morning, but now it's more exhausted, right back down to where it had opened up. And with that, let me get the 24-hour data there. So popped early in the morning. Well, I have Benzinga Pro up for the curious mind, myself and others perhaps as well. What was the news out on this company? Obviously, we're not going to trade it here heading into the close, but let's see. Trading higher after the company reported earnings, simple as that. So, this wasn't really on our radar at CTU when it comes to earnings season this week, but that was all. I mean, hey, it could have been some sort of drug news that came out. It was up big in pre-market. Still having a great day, really didn't break lower just yet. But it seems just more exhausted now. So lower highs, you presume to see lower lows. So I'm going to pass on here. So, all right. But, hey, that's going to be the case with a lot of stocks, at least so far. I do want to intermittently check in on the SPY. It looks like we're getting a good push. So actually, really quick, earlier today, I wrote this in the chat board. So I want all of our students perhaps earlier today, if you recall, there was a price I wrote for my target on the SPY here in particular heading into the afternoon. And it seems like we're getting closer and closer. I do have it with me here, so I'm going to snip it right from our chat board live. But I want to see if anyone has a good memory. See if you guys remember the price I was calling out as early as 10:02 Eastern this morning. I saw it as early as really the crack of dawn, 4 in the morning on Bookmap, believe it or not. I wish it was Monday so I can go over this in Traders Talk tomorrow, but such is not the case here. 422.30 is the price I've been looking at since early this morning, and this pop right now certainly justifies that right now. So I'd love to see it. Andrea, I hope they covered and or sold your puts, but either way, we're getting a nice push right now in the market. Might not be a need for a losers list, like I said. Tesla, the other trade I'm really heavily focused on right now. Not up a whole lot percentage-wise, but obviously as volatile as it is, it's making a good push with the market. And obviously AMD. So as we continue to go down the gainers list, I didn't lose my track just yet here, folks. I'm on a certain path here. Don't get me wrong, but as we jump back to the gainers list here, AMD, it's like at the highs. This is one of the best daily candles I've ever seen this company make, and I love AMD. This is as good as it gets. So this would be a trade. Hey, if you day trade the options heading into the close, this would be a nice one to follow. If you want to poke at a more expensive stock, just as volatile as it is, just do like a couple of shares, maybe 100 shares at most. But you're going to make more bang for your buck on the options. So obviously AMD, I'm going to put on our watch list. SPY pushing up pretty nicely, Tesla a little bit, and I like that. But that will be on our side list still. And then here for right now, let's jump back to the gainers list. So again, we got Powell going at the same time as me. So you're going to see a crazy market up and Well, hopefully not down. Hopefully up and just up. That's it. But let's see what we could add to our watch list now with AMD. Got a bunch of these trades like just exhausted out right now, trading kind of little to no volume here right now. SRPT continuing gap fill on the way up. That's good to see, but the order book is just blank. So I have no business with that trade. That's a casino stock right now. You would have probably 10 times an easier time trading AMD as you would SRPT. So, all right. So there's AMD up like 8.5% still at the highs, looking phenomenal. See if there's anything looking great, though, that, again, we could add to it. XPEV, not bad. Pushed up earlier today. It's up like near 7%, moving back up again right now. So XPEV, I will add this to our watch list. And actually, that brings me Lee. Just checking on Lee. I knew that Lee had earnings this morning, I believe. They reported some good numbers on their EV, like year over year, I remember. So good little pop this morning on them, but not really much right now. XPEV, much better trade. Same with NEO. NEO, there's nothing going on right now on this chart, so we're going to pass there. So XPEV, definitely the big winner on that side alongside AMD. It's probably going to be a lot more that can go with the market. So if there's anything else that looks good, folks, just type it in on the chat board. All of us inside our live trading room and all of us on social media. That's going to be just about it, at least from my side here on the gainers. We'll jump over to the modified losers list here. You can see my other scans. You got the side list. You got high float. You got NASDAQ and S&P with those two mean N and SP is like for me, NASDAQ and S&P. But here we are, the losers list. WeWorks. Yeah. So this one dropped off early this morning overnight with them filing bankruptcy for heading into next year. They are trending back up pretty decently for right now. So if there's a moment where you look for a dead cat bounce, you would want it to be a stock down like a lot percentage-wise, 40, 50+% at least. And it is there. It's more the trend that's moving upward right now that's kind of influenced me to actually add this to our list. Hopefully there could be a little bit more room to go, but you're not expecting a full gap fill, of course. So, if you can get 20 cents on this trade, I'd call that a huge success for a cheapy dollar stock like this. So just know your worth. It's a nice trade to look at for right now. We'll add it. All right. What else can we add here? Had PayC down earlier. So this scan actually here really quick. You actually jack this thing up to like, I don't know, 5,000. I don't know. Because the reason why is because we're going to see Paycorp, right? PayC. I just wanted to show this just in the meeting. We're not going to add this to our watch list for right now. Order book is just too thin for us, but it is kind of at the lows. But, unless if the options book is extremely liquid, which honestly, I highly doubt that it would be. It's just one to just kind of poke at right now. This means just show and tell, like, oh, down 40%. Maybe this could squeeze up over time, like some sort of dead cat bounce like SRPT already made, and maybe WeWorks can make here later on today. All right, so what else we got here? I got a little fruit fly in my face there. There we go. All right, let's see this. That's what happens when you have maintenance guys coming around your apartment all day yesterday for like 5 hours. Leave the door open. I told them, let's close it, guys. Come on. So Tupperware from gainers list to losers list here today. So that's unfortunate. Down now 12%. But, hey, market's moving up. Why are we going against the market here, right? At this point, I just got to do my job. Cross my T's, dot my I's. Not much else that looks good really from my side of the field. Maybe I got to jack this volley. Yeah, I got to jack that up at least. Let's go like just to trim that list down a little bit there, make it a little bit easier on the eyes. That was like a ton of stocks. There's nothing really of like a name brand stock that pops out to me here. Maybe YumC, but not really a great order book. It's going nowhere. I'll pass. All right, how's the SPY doing? How's our friend the SPY doing? Uh-oh, Powell. What are you doing, man? Powell's messing up the market again. What is he saying this time? Let's take a look really quick. Just make sure your trades are set up at the stop. Powell says labor market rebalancing, but still tight. GDP has been strong, but forecast is slow. We're not confident yet that we have achieved stance of policy that will bring inflation down, blah, 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 blah. He's always got to say something. So question is, can we look to build a higher low? Can we look to make another higher high heading into the afternoon? We got plenty of time. Hey, time is on our side. It's only 2:40. So at least for all of us joining myself inside the live trading room, or at least rather inside our classroom, the phase 3 stock course class here at 3:05. Even then, we got a solid 50 minutes of live trading to work with. from right now, this is an extra 20 minutes on top of that. So, you know what? Hopefully we could see a higher low build, obviously the way the market's looking here. And I did tell Andrea before, if this breaks below 419 and just a little higher, literally right there, actually, yeah, it's not looking good. It's hanging on by a damn thread. So this support line, honestly, where I just plotted, needs to hold. Focus on a 5-minute chart perhaps. So confirmation would be seeing it break and close under that price. But it's been so chippy around there already. I thought with this squeeze up, it would be kind of, that's it. We're going to see this begin to run up higher. So looks like at least for the time being, one more move down, if not perhaps a little bit more. Let's see what happens here coming up, folks. Just again, make sure your stops are set. Andrea says he's already on it. All right. So now the Baylor Bears are now beating the Chicago Bulls. So that's what we're talking about inside our live trading room. Now, folks, again, last call. Let me know if there's anything else that looks good. Scott calling out the SRPT chart looks good, Scott. It's a gamble stock, though. It's got a crazy ass spread. Not really trying to trade that, especially on a day like today. Especially on a day like today that we had. It was a great morning so far. We killed it earlier today on so many different stocks, even AMD, Tesla, the market, obviously. Check it on my Tesla right now. Well, this already pumped up pretty nicely. It's been on a nice streak of higher highs all throughout the afternoon. So hopefully that's not the end of it all. Let's see if there's anything else looking good. Ooh, well, as far as a short, AFRM is down like over 3%, not like 5% plus. But if the market keeps tanking here, then obviously AFRM looks really good for right now. SoFi, I'm not going to be as keen to follow. They posted good earnings, raised guidance, all that jazz. Actually had a deal with BlackRock also from yesterday. So AFRM actually will slip on our list as like a candidate in case if the SPY really continues to like really crap the bed right now. Yeah, it's not looking too good here. So unless if we get like a really strong sling coming up really soon, which now at this stage, personally, it's not really easy for me to expect that. So, let's see higher lows continue to build, but it might not take, or I should say it might not be right away. It might take us a little while heading into the close. So we shall see. All right, folks, let me know if there's anything else looking good. Up, down, left, right, more than 5%. Hopefully I fixed the lights here. I got one more coming in, I think, tomorrow. I got a new gaming chair here coming in actually later on this afternoon. So, yeah, trying to jazz up the home office right now. For Grant, Andrea, Scott, again, last call. I think that'll just about do it, though. We got 4 stocks to work with. We got the AMD, a little expensive. So for anyone that doesn't trade the more expensive stocks, you got a really slim watch list here. And that's okay. Please, that does not mean like, oh, let's just trade this stock. I just ran through the whole freaking market. So, if there's something that looks incredible that is popping up 8, 10, 12% instantly, like on 1 minute, it's like a news pop. And from there, that's something that we'd want to follow, right? So, hey, look at this. Wow, surprising. I'm happy, that's for sure. I'm a happy camper to see this, at least a retracement up. But still, a little bit more work to do here heading into the close if we're looking for that infamous slingshot. So, yeah, not out of the weeds just yet with this drop. All right, so hey, best of luck trading heading into the close, especially for all of our students and members not joining me in class. For those that are joining me in class, don't double dip. There is zero benefit to you to have 2 yapping heads at the same time. You have Powell and myself right now even, but later on at 3 o'clock in about 15 minutes, you got my colleague Rich jumping on. For all of us not attending class, he'll be giving you call outs heading into the close, but you got me here heading into the afternoon for phase 3. Andrea says a slingshot on the SPY would be good. Yeah, Andrea, slingshot going up. If we want some lithium stocks to be pumping up, Andrea, we got to get the market to push up a little bit more, huh? So come on, let's get that going, my friend. All right, so hey, heading into the close, folks, safe trading. And again, we'll be back live, at least on social media, just tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Talk to you all soon. Take care.